everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. If you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you aren't new, make sure to hit that notification bell so you can never miss an upload. You know? Alright, so I am playing Monster Prom. This is the second term DLC, I think. It's got the DLC in it. It was on sale today for like 30% off, and I was like, well, I can't not buy this. So here we go. I do have voices turned on because my throat is scratchy. I think I'm actually coming down with like strep throat or something. So great. Play. Awesome. Voice effects. Yay. It's just me. Ooh. Alright, you know what? For this one, we'll do first term, the classic, so I can experience that, because I've never played this game before. I've seen other people play, but I've never played it before. So, we're going to do this one this time, and then I will do another video where we do the second term. We'll do a short game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? You know, I like this Franken girl over here. I like her. Let's, yes.
Sweet!
Sweet! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. I think Nate wants to battle voice Tim. Okay, that's Aaron Hansen. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. That's so sweet. Aaron is from Game Grumps, if you don't know who that is. I don't know who voices him. Liam de Lioncourt, 400. Yeah, 4XX, I don't know what that means. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22 maybe? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So that's great. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kinds of deviant sicko you are. Great, needed that. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademarked. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does this statue represent? The glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. that mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff they show on the news. Your least favorite political figure being devoured by rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. I think the not texting your ex is more like reflective of the time. So fun. Great. Just because we all use our phones now and we all get hella drunk, so... Oh, bye. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend provided you went criminally insane? A dildo. Duh. Oh, boy. A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory, as was clearly intended by God. An ATM, sugar baby life, here I come. I mean, this one does sound pretty good, you know, like, if I went criminally insane, so does that mean like I'm locked up? Okay, we're gonna go to an ATM. I mean, money is money, my dude. What it would be a deal breaker for a potential lover. What it would be. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? The person is mediocre, the person is boring, the person lacks taste, the person is a coward, the person lacks manners, or the person hates the outdoors. I'm gonna say lacks manners just because I'm Southern, if you don't know, and so I was raised with, you know, you respect your elders, yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, yes sir, all that, and if someone didn't do that, I would have a major problem. Oh, okay. What are my stats?
Let's go.
Okay. So, my smart... Alright. My smarts is 7, my boldness is 5, my creativity is 2, my charm is 5, my fun is 7, and my money is 7. Great. I guess we get to decide where we want to go. I'm kind of... I don't know, like, where I should go. Maybe we should go to the library? That sounds like a good place to go. I don't really know. Okay. That day you spent some time on the library's PC, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Great. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? Congratulations, you have been chosen. Win big. Great. You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. Great. Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack, who were watching them like a pack of wolves.
The wolf pack is here!
That voice scared the fuck out of me. Okay. Great. How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs ever to not be literal hot dogs?
What?
Okay. I wouldn't at all.
What a commoner.
This is not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? That's all girls want, guys. We just want the bloody heads of our enemies on sticks instead of flowers. There you go. Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court when we win on the court at sports. We'll show you SPORTSHIP courtship. That's a great thing. I love that. Every time I think the guys at this school can't get any dumber. Oh, Vera. Vera's kind of hot. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry. Our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports, 'cause then we bring it. Yeah. But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one of you wants to go out with us tonight, we can choose for you. Yikes. Like, they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. Tonight, Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to Cirque de la Mer's, I'm so sorry, I'm butchering that, underwater show. You don't want to go out with Vera. I hear her snakes have syphilis. That one seems really mean. We'll do that. Miranda's eyes light up like an anglerfish.
How majestic!
Oh, how majestic. Cirque de la Mer, I don't know. As a little girl, I always wanted to be an aqua gymnast.
Mediocre.
Of course you did. Until I realized it required hard work and discipline, at which point I decided I was much happier as a princess. But I still love watching it. How thoughtful of you to procure tickets for me and my favorite maidservant.
Don't miss me.
I'll tell you all about it. Ha ha ha, shut down. Let's go write a list of jokes we can make about this awkward loser. Whatever, you still made Miranda super happy, and you distracted the wolf pack, so win. You gained +2 charm and +1 creativity. Great. It's lunchtime, I'm assuming.
Let's
go. Let's hit it. Oh, I get to choose where I sit. Who is this? Hello? No, that must be the... No, that's... I kind of want to see who this is. You approach the couple's table. They seem welcoming. Almost too welcoming.
Sad single people.
Oh. I feel attacked. Look, honey, another lonely high schooler come to bask in the radiance of our mutual and fulfilling love for one another. Oh, she's growing out of his head. Okay. Please sit with us. Please, sit with us. Being around us is probably a relief after spending time with all those desperate singles. Oh, me? No, I'm not eating. Tate eats for both of us. We share a digestive tract. Like all good couples should. Yes, I know Polly and Liam don't eat either, but that's different. I think they're just fasting because they haven't found somebody to share nutrients with yet. It must be so lonely wasting the best years of your life outside of a committed monogamous relationship. Listen, I'm having such a hard time reading. But also, I mean, like, if you don't want to be in a relationship, that's fine, dude. You don't have to be in a relationship. And it doesn't have to be monogamous either. I mean, there is polyamory, so... That's what you sat down with us, right? That's why you sat down with us, right? For love advice? Of course it is. It's really not. You just figured they'd be too busy snuggling to bother you while you ate, but come to think of it, you do have one question. How do you overcome the challenge of seeing your partner poop for the first time? How do you know how many nutrients you can siphon from your host, your partner, without killing them? Both of these are very interesting questions. I kind of want to know what she says to, so I'm assuming she's like a parasite that just kind of latched onto this dude. So I'm gonna click that one.
Love is in the air.
What a great, insightful question that applies to all couples everywhere. Now, at first you might think it would be impossible to support 2 sentient beings using only the nutrients consumed by one being. But the truth is that there aren't really 2 sentient beings to feed. There's just one. Us. We're such a good team that we've divided up the labor perfectly. Tate does all the walking around, eating and breathing, and I do all the thinking, talking, and having a personality. That's how you know you're in a good relationship, when one partner's individuality is completely subverted by the other's need for nourishment. Don't follow this advice, y'all. You are more than a little bit horrified by this revelation, but that doesn't stop you from using it as a subject for your exobiology midterm paper. You get an A. You also get +4 smarts. Great, cool. Ding dong. Evening.
Let's go.
Let's go, girls. So I guess that's like their football field. We went to the library already, so maybe we should go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. Great. You gain +2 charm. Cool. Without meaning to, you find yourself in a conversation with Polly and Miranda, comparing the apps on your phones. Oh, what you got, Mary? Yeah. What you got? Well, I have this game, Misunderstanding of Mobs. I'm not entirely sure how to play, but I keep winning, so that's nice. I also got Scepter, which is kind of like Uber, but for surfs instead of cars.
How majestic.
And Spooner, which is like Grinder, but for silverware. You know, I like my apps elegant and majestic. That's pretty cool, but do you have rap chat? It turns all your messages into raps, but you can only see them for like 8 seconds. What about you, Maddie? What fun apps do you have? Yeah, impress us with something rad. Tiger. An app that can make tigers appear anywhere. There's nothing as majestic as a tiger. Not much. I have this one app that turns my phone into a rad car. I don't really want a tiger, so we'll go with car. You push the car button on your phone, but it transforms into a sick convertible, crushing some of your classmates in the process. Whoa, this car is the tits. Quite elegant indeed. You know, I've always felt that phones did not contain enough expensive materials. This solves that problem nicely.
Yes.
Plus, we can use it for drag racing. Let's go drag racing. In all the excitement, you neglect to tell them you have no idea how to drive the car. What they don't know would hurt them. At least as long as they don't expect you to drive the car. Meanwhile, you've scored a drag racing date with Polly, and you gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. That's cool. Alright, it's morning. Let's go to the gym. I already went to the gym. I'm sorry. I don't know why. This is all the same as yesterday. The command amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. That's a Undertale reference. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards. She's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo, and suddenly... Who is this? Never fear, my lady. I will save you from this lascivious cretin. Ugh, it's the interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock. Whoa, you're so sparkly. Are those tearaway pants? He's got tearaway pants. I can't win. Oh, he doesn't. Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own. Well, I am persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so I'm cursed to roam the earth forever, eternally on fleek. It is this exact on fleekness which I seek, for you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours.
Huh?
Ours? This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. Marry the prince yourself. Right now. Throw a party so dope Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. I don't know how that would work. I don't know what those are. I just hope that everything works out okay with those. I guess we'll do the sex lasers. You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics labs and get the party started. Great Zorblands of Gorlaxia, I did not know you had such sick parties in this dimension.
It's Polly time!
Yeah, boy. This school is nationally ranked in the field of party cycle physics. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what kind of snooty soirees you've got over there in the snooze dimension, but here at Spooky High School we have sex with coherent light. I am truly humbled by the heartness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that it is a total party wasteland. You don't even notice the prince leaving because you're too busy humping a laser. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. How nice. Lunch again. Any new characters?
Let's go.
Let's go, girls. This is the coach. You could have lunch with them or you could not. That's the stuff that's the one you buy stuff from. You know, I think I wanna we'll do that one. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong,
Yuck.
Miranda? Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks. Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays. Isn't it great? It's not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people.
What?
Air people? Yes, do you not know of the air people? The merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news? Yes. Sure. Because I totally know how to read. What? Well, I must insist you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason. Oh, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain baldropinol and nerd of lavin. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants." I'm gonna side with Scott on this one. See, Miranda, there's nothing wrong with fish sticks at all. They're good and good for you. Wrong. I suppose you're right. Perhaps this is not the air people plot I suspected after all. Though I am disappointed that so much plastic is being used in fish sticks rather than plastic drink rings to catch birds with. Don't forget about snails. There's snails in it too. I would much rather forget about the snails, thank you.
Woohoo!
Does this mean you still don't want your fish sticks? Can I have them? Can I? Very well, you may partake. I'm not sure where my eating serfs have gone off to in any case. As you watch Scott chow down on his artificial fish fingers, you decide that both he and Miranda would have weird relationships with food. Scott gives you a thumbs up while still munching on those fish fingers. Great.
Let's go.
Let's go, girls. Let's go to class. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Later, you see Polly floating around, her ghostly glow less ghastly than usual. Oh, hey, Maddie. I'm just hovering a little low today. Everyone seems so hype about love, and I love being hyped, but I'm not really sure about how this love thing works, you know? I thought I was in love once. I met a beautiful girl at a party and felt this strange magic. My temperature rose. I felt even floatier than usual. Everything was so bright and beautiful. I was ecstatic. But then I remembered that I had taken literal ecstasy, so it was probably that. Classic mistake, am I right? I've had some pretty good highs, but they say being in love is the greatest high of them all. Not in my experience. Really not in my experience. Next time I'm on a date with someone, what can I do to fall in love? Or float in love, since gravity doesn't actually affect me. Do you want Polly to float in love with another person? Oh, you don't want Polly to float in love with another person, but you like Polly just too much to not help her, despite the consequences. Scientifically speaking, people fall in love faster when afraid. Do something fun with them, like getting stabbed. Stare deeply into their eyes for 14 hours. See, I'm not interested in Polly. OMG, great point. I love science. That's not what I meant. Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't, but I love it when it gets me drugs or gets me laid. Loved. Not laid. Loved. In love. With that, Polly disappears, literally, to begin her quest for the terror that is love. She catches up to you a few days later. Hey, so I went on a Tinder date with the other guy. I went on a Tinder date the other night with a super cute humanoid. And I took him to a getting stabbed party, just like you suggested. It was awesome. He was so terrified. It was like each time a knife entered him, he got more scared. And more in love with me. Then the date continued because he bled out. And died and became a ghost, so we had even more in common. Like, I'm over it now, obviously, but I'm pretty sure I was in love for like 15 whole minutes. Next, I'm going to try and work my way up to 25. Polly, in love for 25 minutes. Maybe the next time it'll be with you. Maybe you'll even make it to 50 minutes, or eternity. Either way, you've opened up Polly's heart, metaphorically, to love, and gained +2 charm and +1 smarts in the process. Great, this isn't how I wanted to go.
Let's go.
Let's go, girls. This isn't how I wanted things to go, actually. Sorry, my phone keeps vibrating. We will go to the, auditorium. Hell yeah. That day while rehearsing for the class party, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. Yeah, I was in theater literally last school year, and I've already been forgotten about, so you gain +2 creativity. Suddenly you see Polly vomit ectoplasm all over her cell phone. You rush to help her. Ugh, I just got my 97th hey as opening line on Tinder. I just had to puke out of pure boredom. Hey? Hey? What am I supposed to do with hey? Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a fierce dick pic? People are just copy and pasting hey and sending it to every monster that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey person too? I hope not. If you read the Tinder profile of a fun-loving spectral delight such as myself, what would you say to me? Are you drugs? Because I want to do you all night long. See, I'm not very into Polly, but we've only got this is week 3 and the prom is coming up, so I'm trying to get in there, you know. Got to get that prom date. Are you drugs? Because I want to do you all night long. Oh, not so fun. Oh boy, hell yeah, drugs. That's a great opening line. Also, let's do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. You wake up a little while later feeling like shit with no idea where you are. It would appear that you are somehow the president of a small country in the midst of a financial crisis, mostly because you've diverted 100% of your finances to procuring more drugs. Luckily, this particular country only rises from the midst once every 100 years, so you're able to make a hasty exit with almost no consequences. Great. However, when Polly catches up to you in school, she's less than impressed. Wow, so when you said you wanted to do me all night long, what you meant was be totally unable to handle me, piss your pants, and black out? I'm sorry, honey. Because I don't know about you, but that is not the kind of date I go to Tinder looking for. I always heard Maddie can't handle her drugs. Excuse me. Stupid me for giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm so sorry. Polly thinks I wouldn't be able to handle doing her. Why don't you have higher drug tolerance? Didn't anyone ever tell you doing drugs is cool? It's not. Do not do drugs. You've lost -1 boldness and -2 fun. Fuck. I gotta get back up with her.
Let's go.
Let's go, girls. Okay, you're new and you're new. I really want to talk to her. No, that's the witch. I don't... Okay, you know what? We'll just stick with Polly. You arrive at Polly and Vera's table to find them eating. Wait, both of them? Oh, yum yum. I sure do love food and eating. Look at all this food go in me. Yes, this cafeteria sloppy Joe truly has a subtle flavor profile. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table watching both men intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erotic. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay for us eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Is this not what eating is? I forget. While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives you a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friend? I must confess that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish, paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I politely watch from a distance. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beauties to hire. The snakehead one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it. In your opinion, the businessman finished, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The Gorgon, obviously. Look how many mouths she's got on her head. The ghost, for sure. I've never seen someone eat so convincingly. The businessman nods thoughtfully. You know, you're right. Never before have I believed so fully that someone was actually eating real food. Yep, that's me, eating real food with my real mouth and teeth. Are you kidding me? That's convincing to you? The food is falling right through her body onto the floor. Don't hate me just because I'm efficient at eating. Don't worry, I hate you for other, more private reasons. What? Sorry? I can't hear you. Too busy eating real food. You team up with Polly to make her eating even more realistic. She passes her food through her body to you, and you eat it for her. It's pretty hot. Great, great, great.
Let's go.
Let's go, girls. You know, I think I want to go to the party place. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Great. Oh my god, did you hear? They finally invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts. I'm totally gonna get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? The entire text of the Necronomicon. You be the first half and I'll be the second half. Knuckle tats. You get party par and I'll get type of party. Oh, it just says party when you put them together. Put our knuckles together and you know what that spells. See, I know she likes to party, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. No, that's not nearly enough. God damn it! This is the last one before the prom. This is the last one before the prom. The problem here is so obvious. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. You don't have enough fingers. I've been such a fool. Oh no. Sorry, normal hands, but I'm off to find someone with more digits. Not only will that be useful for sweet knuckle tats, but it'll also be good for other things. Like opening jars of pickles. Later, Dumpus. Later you spot Polly hanging out with Lester Fingerbody. Damn him and his body made entirely out of fingers. You lose -2 charm and -1 boldness. God, no. I mean, we'll still ask Polly. She'll probably reject me.
Hey,
Let's
boo.
just see.
Let's
I don't
go.
think this is gonna go well. I really don't think this is gonna go well. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Wahahaha. Not a chance in the world, darling. I knew it. Poor life choices is how I died. So now I can tell a poor life choice when I see one. And boo, you're a big one. That is a mood and I am offended.
No way, boo.
I got an achievement. Epic loser. Failing at monster prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it and you never became a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date with to the monster prom. It's as weird and as sad as it sounds. Alright. Most likely to become a lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Subscribe to PewDiePie. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but what does kill you makes you a sweet kick-ass ghost. Great. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens, and it was wonderful. Those 3 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, so this is the credits. That was a really cool game. I really liked it. I wish I knew a little more about what was going on, because I kept going to places that I didn't know what to do at, and I kept picking the wrong thing for her. I'll definitely be coming back to this game just because I really like it. I like the characters a lot. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of just waiting to see who voiced these characters, because I'm really curious, because I know 2 of them, but I don't know the rest of them. And yeah, I did like the game. Aaron Hansen is Scott. Cry is Liam and Oz. Ooh. Amira, Daniel is. They went by too fast. I couldn't read them all. But if you're curious, you can always go pause the video, or you can just look it up, which is probably what I'll do after all these. Yeah. So once this gets a little done. I don't have really much to say about the game just because I kind of wish it was a little easier to like go through. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I liked the concept. I know it came out like a year ago, but I'm just now getting around to playing it because I'm broke. Thanks for playing. Oh, I really like this game, and I hope you've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. Okay, great. Unlocked. You have unlocked new images in the gallery. There's a gallery? Hold on. Okay. So this is the image that we got when she rejected us, which I mean, I fully expected her to, but like I didn't know who else to ask cuz they all would have rejected me at that point because I was very inconsistent. Yeah, so oh, Polaroids. Oh, these are all the ones from the ending. Great. We'll do more in-depth stuff later. So, yeah, that's all the time that I've got for now. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and comment. Anything you want, really. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!